Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. Um, so, gotten through week number one. Gotten through week number one of quarantining and stuff, um, and doing all right with that, I guess. It's definitely It's definitely it's 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 def it, it's it's de- it's it's definitely it's definitely challenging. It's definitely challenging. Having to deal with keeping keeping distance from people that you've really gotten to know quite well and have enjoyed going and seeing or going and visiting, or people that people you really care about, or keeping distance from loved ones and stuff, you know but again, got to do what we got to do. Again, it's the only way. It's the only more guaranteed way of being able to, little by little, gradually curb the coronavirus situation. You know, got to do what we got to do. I could kind of easily kind of say in some ways that it seems kind of as if, for the most part, well, we're at least at least in some ways, at least in certain ways, the plan probably is working to at least to at least a reasonable amount of extents and stuff. Um, you know, and so biggest thing today, past couple of weeks we've just mainly been getting, at least up until now we've mainly just been getting booked, a couple of days, the past couple of weeks with work at BJ's. And believe it or not, both this week and next week at least, we're booked to actually work 4 days. This week, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, and then work one other day Friday, and then next week, Monday through Thursday. Um, uh, you know, and I told you in one of my videos that I did just about a week ago how you know we've got the temporary $2 pay increase, currently going on right now. Again, it started this past Monday. It start it started this past Monday. Really just about a week ago now, and goes till at least Easter Sunday. Goes till at least Easter Sunday. Yep, and goes till at least 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks 2 weeks from today. You know, so it is obvious that it is definitely in best interest to take advantage of these opportunities you have to make a lot of money. Obviously, of course, we both know, and of course, obviously, the fact that the past couple of weeks up until not up up until up 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 until up until now up until up until now up up until now up until now up until up until now we've mainly just been getting booked, a couple of days, a couple of days for the week. Now the next couple of weeks getting booked 4 days. Um, uh, both at least this week and next week, as of now. Um, you know, you know, um, for next week, since next weekend is Easter weekend 2020, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to, I told you in I think a couple, at least a couple or a few of my kind of, kind of, re, kind of recent, videos from at least a few weeks back, a few weeks back, a few week, a few weeks back, that things were kind of uncertain about, what we would end up doing for Easter this year. And believe it or not, with the with the seriousness of the coronavirus situation that's all been going on, I think we may kind of have to just kind of have this year's Easter 2020 be kind of pretty low key. And again, I had told you in one of my videos that I had done a week ago this past Thursday, a, a week ago, Thursday, how, you know, how for at least 2 weeks we had a visitation ban for 2 weeks. Well, I mean, I think it's kind of better just to say till further notice. That's how pretty much all the places are doing it, till further notice. Um, just I know certain places probably are doing like certain like dining places, or other certain more nicer restaurants or fancier restaurants probably are doing like Easter meals or Easter dinners to go, probably for takeout or stuff, probably. And that's probably all we'll be able to rely on this year. Again, this year's Easter is probably going to have to be kind of low key. But anyway, getting back to my next two work schedules this week and next week. You know, Yesterday I had sort of gotten things off my chest to my mom about how I feel, you know, mainly about next week's schedule. Again, being scheduled 4 days both this week and next week is ultimate is ultimately, a good thing in a way. Being during the amount of time that we currently have the temporary $2 pay increase and stuff. You know, this week tomorrow I'm doing 9 a.m. to tomorrow I'm doing 9 a.m. to 3, 9 to 3. Tuesday 9 a.m. to 4, 9 to 4. Wednesday 9 a.m. to 3 again. Wednesday 9 to 3 again. Off Thursday, and then Friday is our longest day this week, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Next week, again, I told you, doing Monday through Thursday. Both next Monday and next Tuesday are both really short days. Just doing 9 to 2. Just doing 9 to 2 next Monday and Tuesday, and then next Wednesday, same thing as what we're doing this Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 4, and then next Thursday to finish up next week's work schedule, same thing as what we're doing this Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And um, I'm doing okay, so far with dealing with situations where you're usually getting up usually no later than like 7 in the morning or whatnot, and that's how it's probably definitely going to be for this week and next week. And I told my mom yesterday that I was kind of unsure about dealing with 4 days in a row for next week. And my mom had said, well, then just make sure you give your job coach a buzz and let her know, even though she's obviously not in the office for a while, for a little while, for a while. Um, uh, you know, like still have like cell, and then she could like give them a buzz from there. And then I gave my mom a buzz again this morning, stating kind of more serious kind of uncertainty about it. And my mom said, if you really wish, I'll just give your management at your place a buzz. And then my mom had asked, is it having to do with the coronavirus situation? And I'm really not really having it really have anything to do with that, really. All right, my time to record on the device I'm using today is just about up. So we will be back. We will be back with another video shortly. So we'll continue the rest of what's going on in our mind in the next video. We'll see you in just a little bit.